I find it very meaningful to realize that a Jewish Holocaust woman was invited to this beautiful museum filled with the help of the Christian around the world to speak to an audience that includes Muslims, Christians, Jews, and specifically Holocaust survivors.
It was a few years ago and I was with Rena in a taxi and she looked at me and she said, Elisa, I want you to remember my story and make sure that future generations remember it too. And for so long I was looking for a place where I can make sure that really people from around the world will listen to the stories of survivors and remember them.
This evening is more than a commemoration. It is a call to action. As we say here in our museum, Hineni, here am I. At a time when global anti-Semitism is on the rise, gatherings like this are vital.
80 years since the liberation of Auschwitz. 8 decades later, and the Jewish people around the world still feel threats of anti-Semitism.
Anti-Semitism is constantly changing, especially after October 7th. We are focused on fighting online anti-Semitism on the 5 major social media platforms.
Evil can succeed when good people do nothing. And so we took it on ourselves to once again be the canaries in the coal mine and help educate our new friends in the region who unfortunately were denied this education, to understand what happens when societies, when extremism, when hatred and intolerance are left unchecked.
I think as I walked through Auschwitz, bringing people from the UAE, from Bahrain, from Morocco, from all over the Middle East, Southeast Asia, and at the end of the day, if you're that one person that goes back to your society and you speak about what you learned, people will listen and people will be determined to continue that message too.
Unfortunately, many survivor stories went with them to the gas chambers. The whole reason I ever started making content was to be their voice.
It is hard these days. It's tough. But I say #JewishPride. We're not just victims. We're not just scapegoats. We're not just sad stories. We are much more than that, and I'm really passionate about that.
I'd like to give a very special thank you to Mike Evans for being the founder and the inspiration in establishing the Friends of Zion.